Let's talk all the problems that we've been through. Let's talk how the money for the rent through. Let's talk about the problems that we had. Good with the bad, happy and sad. I'm just thankful I got some people that feel the way I do. And if you don't, here's what we can do. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
What's up, everyone, and happy Halloween week. Welcome to Let's Talk, where we talk about controversial topics of today. My name is Nia Ward, and joining us today are Kenyon, India, Jared, and Morgan. These guests are to give their live opinions on our debatable questions of the day. Each guest sitting here will hear my question and hold up a sign saying either they agree with the green sign or disagree with the red sign to the questions. I will randomly select each person to respond with an explanation behind their answer. So without that, everything being said, let the controversy begin. So the first question I wanted to ask you guys is, do men really want a woman that's natural? All right, so Morgan, I see you saying no. Can you explain why?
I feel like men always say that they want a woman that's natural, but when it actually comes down to it, they really don't.
Anybody else have anything to say in response to that?
Well, my question to you is the kind of guys that you talk to on the daily. I mean, would you say these are stand-up guys? These are guys who, do you see the kind of women that they attract? Do you usually deal with women who are natural hair or women who are wearing fake hair, wigs, or whatever the case is?
I would say it's kind of both. They kind of it'll be like sometimes the girls will have natural hair, but then also they'll be having, a sew-in or a weave. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it's always comes down to their preference.
I feel like it's like when they say natural hair, I feel like it's defined like by the hair texture. Like when they say like a girl that has natural hair, they mainly talking about someone that has like finer hair rather than like coarse hair. And like I don't like that they discriminate by, because all hair is really good hair and all that, but they mainly lean towards somebody that has like looser hair or like a 3B, 3A, 3C type hair rather than like in the 4s, and it should just be all together.
Here's my thing, and I say this to everybody. Every woman that's asked me this question, I always tell them, I will take a woman who is naturally going with her how she looks than a woman who's going with wigs or whatever the case is. That's who I'm usually attracted to.
So that's pretty much your preference.
That's my preference, yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this for all ladies. Ladies, wear your natural hair out. You all look great with it. Black women, white women, Latina women, Asian women, all kinds of women. Wear your natural hair. I promise you'll probably get different results than if you will wear something that's not yours. I'm telling you, the natural look will always win. Period. He brought you into this world, not clothed.
Right.
And, he gave you what he gave you for a reason. So if you got it, flaunt it.
Jay, do you have anything to say about that?
Nah, I was letting the preacher do his thing, but I agree with a lot of what he was saying and everybody was saying. We did come into this world unclothed, and then also, like Dre said, just chilling in the crib with no makeup on. That's when you look the best. You know what I'm saying? So just let it rock.
Yo, bars.
We love Drake.
Yes, certified
Love
lover boy.
Yes, I would say yes. I would say yes. Why? Makeup, I don't really care about makeup. I just don't like that type of stuff on my clothes, just being real. Injections and stuff, that joint is it don't look right, so nah.
Yes and no, because men like to say they want natural girls, but they only talk about certain type of natural, like certain type of type, like type 3 hair. But when it comes to like a short 4C hair, then that's considered like nappy to them and undesirable.
Do you think altered hair like wigs, tracks, all that are becoming more normal and popular for women? Like they would rather wear that more than their actual natural hair. Do you think that's more popular? So India, I see you're disagreeing with it. Can you explain?
I think, well, I'm a naturalista myself. I see a lot of girls wearing their natural hair, embracing their natural hair more because there's more products to use and whatnot. And there's just weaves. when I tell you they starting to get expensive. Like,
Yeah.
okay, ain't nobody about to pay $400 to get a wig, and then you got to pay $200 to get it installed, and it only lasts for 2 weeks. No.
Yeah.
And then you got to pay a $50 deposit on top of that. So, wearing natural hair, I mean, that is kind of pricey, but I'm trying to tell you, it lasts way longer than any weave. And then it's about to be fall, so, well, it is fall, but in winter, so you get your silk press and embrace your natural edges.
All right, Kenyon, I see you thinking about the
To be
question.
honest, I only put that up just because I'm not a woman, so I can't.
I
Really
mean, I'm just going to ask, as a guy, do you see it as it being more normalized amongst women?
You're gonna have to come back to me on that one. I gotta really think about that. Like I said, I really
Okay,
can't really
Jared,
speak on
Morgan,
that.
do you have anything to say?
Ladies first.
Okay, I agreed because you think about it, getting a sew-in is also a type of protective style. So many people don't know how to do their hair, so they choose to just go get a wig, go get braids. So I view it as it being a protective style more than just getting a sew-in just because.
What she said, I like that because like I said, I'm not a woman, so I can't really know. Some women, they wear it because they're probably about to get their hair done, and then they have it on just because, or they just have it on just because it's more convenient. So here's my thing: as long as it looks good, I don't really care.
So it doesn't really matter to you. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's all the same to me. Oh, not always, but
It also comes down to your preference as well. Like me personally, I'd rather have braids than have my hair out. Because then, like you said, they both cost. Because natural hair products, they cost money. Buying bundles costs money. But I'd rather just not have to deal with my hair.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like right now, what she has on, bro, she look good. She got the bun and everything. Yeah, pat that thing. She look good. Like if I were to see her out and about, I'll be like, I'll go say something.
I'm crying.
I'm already doing that
But
now.
no, braids really, like, when you tired of doing your hair every day, braids, all you gotta do is just wake up, swoop, 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 and go about your day. That's
Right.
Man, I love braids. Especially knotless braids.
Yeah, Jared, do you have anything to say?
I'd say like, yeah, I did agree. I think because the way society's portraying everything. A lot of women, just people in general, dudes who want to be, hip to everything. Girls are starting their businesses, with hair, and a lot of girls nowadays want to, be a part of the trend. Be, I just got my edges slayed, all that that you hear every day. So I guess it's just a trend. So I agree.
In your opinion, do you think men are more drawn to women with wigs, perm, straightened hair, BBLs, injections, all of that?
I don't think this isn't really like a
So it's
a
not-
green
Yes.
or
Yes.
Like, in your opinion, do you think so?
me personally. Nah, I've never been attracted to those kinds of things. Like, how your leg look like it look like a chicken leg. You know how they be looking, or like a golf club. It be skinny, and then you got the part right up there. Bro, that's really how they be looking. And people find. I mean, don't be wrong. Everybody, whatever floats your boat, cool.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I prefer a woman who is just her.
Naturally.
Just natural. That's always been my preference. I've always been told. Not saying that they don't love themselves for those who do get BBLs and whatnot, but you're clearly usually most of the time whenever I'm talking to people who get BBLs or any kind of enhancement, they're insecure about it. So girls, I was actually recently just talking to this one young lady, and she didn't like how her rear end looked, and she ended up getting I think it was implants or something.
Injections,
Injections, something. And I was like, yo, why'd you do? She's like, I just wanted a bigger butt. She's like, I didn't like how my butt looked. I'm like, God made you the way you are. You just gotta maybe work a little bit harder than most to get that curve.
I say one thing too, like, I don't be in women's business, but I think I did see a couple things, like, on the internet where it's like, I think butt injections are like one of the most severe surgeries a woman could have, and then same I think with like boobs. So I just, if I was having my lady, I want to be her natural, so she could live as long as me, take care of my kids and whatnot.
I feel like social media has crazily made BBLs and fake bodies and lip injections over pop because that's what they see on Instagram. Like that's how majority of the women on Instagram are, and they're getting plenty of money for it. And I'm just like, you look around, like, I mean, we're on a campus. Do you see anybody with BBLs up here? Right. So I'm just like, don't make that like your main type of women. 'Cause I'm just like, you're rarely gonna see that in person.
It's not as common to see someone with a BBL or some kind of surgery. That's not. I think that's very
Yeah.
much played out. People, people follow this. People like Kim Kardashian,
Jada,
Kylie Jenner, people like that,
Kyle's
and then they
sister.
think, oh, that's the norm. This is how we going. Nah, that's entertainment. They have to do
Yeah.
this. They're doing this so they can keep up with.
that's their career.
Exactly. That's literally that's
job.
their career. That's how they make their coins. So
Instagram models.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like I say a small percentage because not every woman, not every person really can afford to get a surgery like that. Y'all know how expensive those things are.
It is
Yeah.
expensive. 'Cause
Like-
you gotta go out most of the time you have to go
Go
out
out
the country.
Like they go
Yeah.
to Brazil.
Or you go to Dr. Miami.
Wow.
Dr.
Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
It's been their lives to
That
go to
dude.
Dr. Miami.
So I think it's definitely in the places like you ain't gonna see a lot of women here in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, walking around with big looking like Kim K and whatnot. I think you gonna definitely see that. You go to like
Miami.
California,
Atlanta,
Miami,
Atlanta. It's
ATL.
big in Atlanta.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think that's just only in certain regions, but that's
So they sound like the more populous cities across the country.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not as common as people think it is.
See, I was saying like y'all definitely agree that social media definitely plays a part in like women wanting like get
Yeah.
their body
Yeah,
done and all that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So do you think for women, like, do you think society plays a role in that too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, women create the beauty standard. I mean, ultimately, who runs these big time magazines, these corporations? Who's the ones that come out with all these new lip glosses and skincare, and like what's the norm? I think that's ultimately, I think the next question would be like, why do you think women do these things? What is the reason?
I think it's because, what other women have portrayed what a guy might want. How they want the big booties, the fake boobs, the lip injections, but no.
You
Yeah.
also think about like even in the comments too, like if I'm trying to think of a person, who has a BBL?
Ari.
All right, okay. So you see, especially her, men in the comments are going crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like if someone who doesn't look like her, they're going to feel, insecure. And it's like, okay, what can I do to get that type of attention? So they're going to go out
And do it.
and do the same thing. But then, sometimes she has money. So hers looks good. It looks good.
That thing moves like Jello.
It looks real. So then,
It looks nice and all.
it does. It looks real, but then it's like you think about it. She's a celebrity. She has the money for it. So if a regular individual goes out, it may not look the same.
You, man, you're working at Walmart. You cannot get no BBL.
I just feel like it's this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Bro, picture you like smacking it. It's just your whole hand just breaks.
oh God.
I don't know. I've never been with a young lady whose butt was just
Like a
straight
fake body?
plastic, but I can only imagine how it would hurt.
You're going to fracture your hand.
No, literally.
All right, so I want to ask you, this is just for the guys up here. I want to see, like, do you think, would you mess around with a girl that had an injection or, like, BBL type stuff if it looked more realistic?
No, because you cheated. That's how I see it.
You cheated? Like,
Yeah. Oh, but cheated? Oh, are you asking what I mean by cheated?
yes.
Nah, no, I'm just messing with you. But, so here's my thing. Me personally, I've worked for everything. For at least body-wise, I've worked
Okay.
for everything. I had to work hard. So for me, I don't want to settle or be with someone who cheated and just got the implants or got the injections. And that's just not natural. It's not a good look. That's just not me. That's just my preference, and that's how I roll. So me personally, no, I wouldn't be with someone who had injections or whatever. Even if it looked realistic, I don't care.
Oh, so it wouldn't really matter to you. It would still be no either way.
Yeah, no regardless.
Okay.
Period.
Jared, do you have anything to say?
So is it like messing, like we get into a relationship, I'm trying to settle down, make this my wife, or we just, like having a little bit of fun?
Yo, this guy,
Sneaky link.
Yeah, like a little sneaky link or
Sneaky
something.
link.
relationship.
Oh, nah. That goes back to what I said, like I don't want you to have to put yourself in a possible position where your body's going to be corrupted, I guess, if that's the word, you know, later as you get down the line, you know, you get older, because obviously that BBL is not gonna last forever. Boob job's not gonna last
You gonna be
forever.
70 with a
Exactly.
No.
You know, so it's just all natural.
I honestly believe sometimes yes, because you know everybody can get influenced by anything. It only takes one person to see one thing, whether it's wrong or right in their eyes, and they're gonna follow behind it. So I do believe some women do see that and be like, oh well, maybe I should get one too or something like that. But little do they know, they don't really need it sometimes, to be honest.
So I just want to ask you, I know y'all said social media and society plays a role in women who want to be natural, who don't want to be natural. Do you think it also influences men and what they want in a woman, pretty much?
I'd say no for me personally, because you know, my sugar mama, you know, my wife, who's not my wife but hopefully is my wife, Nia Long, you know, she's all natural, you know what I'm saying? And she don't need no BBL, no boob job, all natural. That's perfect for me.
I feel like it all depends on the type of guy and like their preferences. Really.
I think that's the easy way out. I mean, of course we all go back to preferences, but men in general.
Okay. Do you think, like, I know as time went on, like, do you think it's changed? Because I know men back in the day, they wouldn't really care, but now it's just like, I want a girl with like a big butt, big boobs, like all that. Do you think that's changed as the years went on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely changed.
I think because
Yeah.
it came, my bad.
Oh, no,
it
go ahead, you got
became so popular, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like a norm now
Mm-hmm.
that it's not.
I mean, at the end of the day, do what makes you happy. If you feel like you
Yeah.
need
Right.
that, if you need that injection, then you know, go ahead and get it. But if you know, if you look like Megan Good, you don't need no.
You don't need that.
Bro,
You
picture
don't.
Her face, like
her. She's 10,
10,
dying,
literally.
Right.
Beautiful.
heaven sent, excellent. It's on
Like she don't need it at all.
She don't.
Nothing done.
Fine.
Not a
Not at all.
Halle Berry.
Right.
Fine. Beyonce.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
fine.
Everybody's all natural, pretty much. So
Natural.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing
Only
done.
people that have like the fake bodies is the Instagram models. I mean, even the real models like Naomi Campbell, straight up and down. But that face, beautiful.
Taraji P. Henson.
Oh my.
Fine.
Bomb.
Sanaa Lathan. Fine.
Bomb.
Like the list goes on and on and
Shoot,
on.
Yeah.
hey, no cap. Adele now?
Adele. Oh my
Bro.
God. Adele literally.
Why you get quiet?
What you got against Adele?
I just like my
Hey.
women chocolate.
There's nothing wrong with
okay.
that. There's nothing wrong
Nah,
with that.
hey,
I like my
Adele,
women
if you watching
chocolate.
this,
All right,
Adele,
all
you
right, all right.
fine.
Chocolate or
you look good. Whatever, she look good.
All right, all
And
right.
she got her black man now. Period.
There we go. See
All
that?
right, I have to switch this up really quick. I'm about to switch it up onto the men. So, do you think men should be able to, like, if they want to wear like fake hair, like toupees, or like get enhancements done to their body, like, should that be more acceptable in society?
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm gonna say no. I mean,
What?
yeah,
Like
I
red
know.
sign for this?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like,
I see.
look, I think it's the same. It's all the same with women and men. I'm still gonna say no regardless. Just wear what you got. That's your hair. If you bald, then you bald. Ain't no going back. You know, picture this. Picture, you at a club, right? Ladies, picture this. You at a club. You see a good looking guy, whatever. You go back to his spot. Things are getting hot and heavy. You rub his head.
What's this on my hand?
What's this on my hand? What you gonna say? You gonna be turned off.
So you thinking they shouldn't get it, pretty much?
Nah, yeah, just go with your natural look. Cause that's it's catfishing in a nutshell. You're manipulating in a general sense. It's manipulation. So you as a dude, you out here got a toupee or the spray on, whatever, and then next you know, shawty thinking she getting this drop dead, nice hairline, gorgeous man.
And she throw water on you
There-
and the whole hairline just all the way back here.
Now you got a tragedy. So with that being said, fellas, I know I get it. You know, it's different out here for us, but just go with the natural look. You know, if you losing that hair, hey, make it work. Do what you got to do, man.
I got something to add to that. I don't know. It just wouldn't sit right with me personally. Be like, hey, babe, I'm finna go get my hair done. I gotta get this frontal taper. Like, what? What a frontal? That's my thing. You need to go get that lineup. Whatever y'all do. I don't know too much about barber and all that, but go do that and
Go
like
get that fade.
right. Whatever you need to go do. Don't be. Oh, I had waves this week. I think I'm gonna try locks this week. No,
Bro, yeah,
I'm the one that gotta switch up the hair. You don't switch up that.
Okay, so Morgan, I saw you put the green sign up. You think they should be able to get those?
Yeah, I think they should, because it's like it's a disease, or I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a disease, and it's like basically like you can't. It starts with an A. I forgot what it's called, but basically you're not able to grow hair, or if you can grow it, but it doesn't come in full, or you could possibly just be bald.
Is it alopecia?
Yeah, that's what it is. I feel like if you have that, that's a big insecurity. I'm not going to continue to walk outside, and I have a bald spot. I can't cover it up. So I feel like when it comes to that, they should be able to,
So kind of like the same insecurities like females have with about their bodies. So,
yeah, but it's like, okay, I feel like your body and then your hair, it kind of, I'm gonna choose to get my hair done more than I'm gonna choose to get my body done.
Okay.
Well, man, if you bald hair is sexy. Okay,
Ooh.
y'all see Morris Chestnut?
But that's different. But okay, like so.
But he old though.
Say, what's your name?
Dang, you forgot my.
I forgot.
Lord, she forgot my name. y'all.
Kenyon. Okay,
It's
so
Kenyon.
say you're bald.
I'm
How old are
bald.
you?
I'm 21.
21. You're bald.
Okay.
Not even bald. We're gonna say you have bald patches.
Okay. Got me out here looking
Bald
rough.
spots, right?
All right.
You wouldn't want to cover it up.
Nah, I'll embrace it.
Be
like-
honest.
and-
See, look. If
and
you're
I'm
20,
Like, you wouldn't embrace it, Jared? You wouldn't do that?
I mean,
21 bald spots,
and-
you're not gonna
and-
want to cover it
That's
up.
something different though, because alopecia is like I can't control like me having alopecia. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it just sadly happens.
But okay, so say you don't have it, but something happened and you moved. You tried to give yourself a lineup. You moved.
Oh,
boom,
and
gone.
I give myself a lot of I mess it up,
And you mess it up, and it's just a bald spot. Or
and my hair can't grow back.
can't go back. What you gonna do?
Go bald.
Yeah, you gotta go bald. You gotta take the L at that point.
Really? Are you being?
If I have a bald spot right here and I done messed it up, yeah.
You wouldn't try to
What
cover
if
it?
y'all
I at
like?
least
It's
look
very,
clean.
it's very
Y'all
different
edge
for men. You know the saying like men, the way you're born is, how you look is that's how you look. You can't. There's no enhancements. There's no makeup. There's no nothing. That's just how you look. Now women, y'all can.
Put on makeup,
Yeah,
get
okay.
the edges did and everything.
and be looking like the finest thing walking the earth. But then once it comes off, then what you look like. So,
Okay, I get where you're coming from.
so yeah, it's very different. If a man, I know for me, if we use your scenario, if I get a spot and I spots or whatever, well, first of all, I'm cutting everything off, and I'm embracing.
You gonna start
my
all
modesty.
over?
Yeah, I'm just, hey, do what you gotta do. Or if that's the case, if I'm bald forever, then so be it.
All right, so last question I wanted to get into for today was, if a person like doesn't matter if they're male or female, like if they want to like wear makeup or like get fake hair, like we discussed previously, do you think it's important for their partner to see what they look like without it? Y'all can use the science for this one. Do y'all think it's important?
Yeah.
All right, anybody want to jump in and say why?
Well, I ain't trying to be catfish. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That's,
I was
that-
saying
I was about to say,
because-
yeah.
This the real me.
Exactly.
The natural me.
Whenever
Take it or
whenever I
leave it.
wake up, this is actually this is what goes into whenever I am choosing the lady of who I want to be with.
Yeah.
I always think about this. Can I look at you every day for the rest of my life? When I wake up, I see you and just be like, man, it's like I feel like I'm seeing you for the first time. Versus if I look at a shawty with makeup or whatever enhancement she got,
You don't know
And
what
then
you look like without it.
and then now I see you without, I'm like, man,
It's like a whole different person.
Yeah, this is temporary. Like you done catfished me. You done manipulated me. Like what is this? I didn't sign up for this. But that's my thought process. I gotta be able to I got to feel like I'm seeing you for the first time every day.
Right. So like the woman with if men would get something done with their body or like something with the fake hair, like we said, like, do you just think you should see it without it?
Yeah. What's the saying? You gotta see me at my worst to love me at my best.
Yeah.
I'm big on that. So like,
No, period.
Like if we can't be
Yeah.
ugly together in the crib, then it's like
Right.
we just
Cause I tell you right now, I ain't walking around with a full face of makeup. You finna get bonnet, no makeup, bonnet all day,
So
scarf.
no, definitely. And I think that also goes back to like your first question. Do men? I think what your first question was. Like,
Do men want a woman that's natural?
Yeah, man. Natural beauty is the best beauty. Beauty to me is if you can go on FaceTime at any given time, that's beauty to me. Whether you waking up in the morning or you about to go to bed, got the bonnet on and you can still go on camp, bro. That's sexy. That's
I
hot.
like that. Jerry, do you feel the same way?
yeah. Sorry, I was on doubt.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You have anything to say about that?
I actually something that I think a lot of women say nowadays too is like when they see a dude out here with a fitted, you know what I'm saying?
Fitted fish.
And, you know, a fitted cap, like, it might look good, you know, it can enhance a dude from like 5 to a 7. I know that from my personal experience, when I don't got a cut, then when I take off the cap and they see my cut, and if I had a bald head, they just gonna be like, you know, like, you done catfish me, like, you got me, like, you took the fitted off, and now, like, I don't want you no more, so.
No, yeah.
That's actually happened. I'm sorry, but that actually happened to me. Like,
Story time?
so, oh my God, he was so far. I was like, oh my God, yes, I can't believe I pulled him. And we got on FaceTime, and it was late at night. He put his face in the camera. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "What's this?"
Grab the hat. Put the
Damn.
hat.
Who are you?
Don't put the hat
That's
back on.
not the one. I was just like, I'm gonna call you back later. I was like, I'm gonna call you back later. I was like,
All right.
all right.
I got a quick story time also to add on to that. So this is why it's important always, especially if you're talking to a young lady on a dating app, FaceTime them first before you meet up with them.
Yeah.
I got catfished heavy. This one girl, bro, looking good, body slim, red hair, you know, nice looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but here's the thing, I messed up because I didn't FaceTime her. So that's where I hold myself accountable with that part. So once I went to go meet up with her, I get in the car, I see her, busted teeth, lips all chapped, hair just dusty. I was mad as could be.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
child.
pretty much catfish in that moment.
Catfish,
All
heavy.
right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Let's Talk, and we'll talk some more next time.
Let's talk all the problems that we've been through. Let's talk how the money for the rent through. Let's talk about the problems that we had. Good with the bad, happy and sad.